would describe it is when there's a sharing, right? Because it's not being shared to somebody, because there's nobody there, and it's just from nothing without an agenda, and the person, the individual, they can't hear it, and all they're hearing is, it's just again some in that understanding and knowing and whatever, and beneath all of that, it can just resonate, and resonates as it resonates, because and that's the difference, is that boundless kind of that boundless quality to that uncompromising communication, as opposed to one that speaks to somebody energetically, is totally different. And that boundlessness from the unknowing, people sense that they don't feel, some people very quickly, I don't feel that you're someone who knows something, who's telling me something, and actually really, if you look at that and boil that down, you're being seen as unconditional love, because you're being seen as simply nothing being everything, and that's amazing. And I think that the brilliant thing is, you're going to have your meeting, I'm having my meeting, because there is that kind of singularity.
There is,
to it.
yeah, and I was kind of noticing actually by the conversation, in a way, I kind of noticed there's a sort of a pattern where I kind of it's not that I do kind of prompt how I talk in a meeting. It's so funny, like it's very different in some ways. It's not that I'm trying to, but I just noticed the response is so utterly the constant return to. It's just,
stunning. That's I know exactly what you mean,
yeah.
and that's the part that has nothing to do with
No,
Frank McCoy.
no, it's nothing.
And that's
No, I couldn't do it in a gazillion years.
There's no way you could try and come up with a method to do that.
No way.
That's the part that I could never explain to you.
Yeah.
Until you were, whatever, the language and everything,
Yeah.
and then it's seen then, and you can't explain that to me.
But you see, in a way, what I find spectacular about the meeting is that because there's a sort of movement and an instinct, so there's a question, and then if somebody they're doing the me and going, well, it's this way, it's that way, and it's the other way, and what did you, and then there might be no response, and that it's not out of kind of ignoring or trying not to feed the person. It's not that. It's just no response.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I know you know that. But I find it amazing though.
Yeah.
And that's where there's a growing into the there is in terms of the meetings, and this is just my observation of how since the first time I did it, maybe to the 10th or whatever.
Yeah.
That there's a just the sense of sometimes like it can be a response, and it's just pure. You find yourself talking maybe too much. There's a bit too much of a story going on, and somehow that's kind of just peeling back, and then there's a question and then response. Over.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's stunning. Any clear communicator is stunned by it, because it's nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with John, Mary, Kenneth, Frank, Tony, Jim, whoever. They're all characters in a play. It's nothing to do with them at all. If it's a clear communication, and it's just there appears to be a question, there appears to be an answer. It's stunning. It's absolutely amazing. And it's that essentially that there's nobody to talk to. There's nobody to feed. There's nowhere to get to, and there's no one to get there. And that energy is just, when you're being seen as nothing being everything, it's beyond words. It's unconditional love, and that sometimes is sensed very, very, very quickly by people. And when it's sensed and there's an openness to it, it's just because everything, they've always been fed, they've always been spoken to, they've always been told, okay, I can see you feel separate, and I think you should do A, B, and C, and then you'd feel better, or you'll feel this will get you closer to whatever, and it's rah 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 all the time, and then boom, It's incredible.
Sometimes people would tell a big story, and I go, "Does any parties that feel like?" And then what you can see by the end of the story that it's already they see that it's a total story that they've, even if it was heartfelt, whatever they're saying, the story that they've just told kind of evaporates in the telling of it. Do you know what?
Totally, completely. Yeah. Like
into the vacuum.
The emptiness just resonates and hums. I don't know. I'm as totally as blown away by the, let's call it the communication, the meetings, as when I first saw, heard Tony say it, and then it started coming out here. Apparently, and it's as stunning now as it was when it was first. And it doesn't actually even matter really if it's coming out this gob or another gob. You know what I mean? But this is essentially a big promo for your meetings in June. Where are you having your meeting?
Oh, the Rochestown Hotel in Dublin, 12.
And what date is it on?
June 12th, Saturday, June 12th.
And when am I having my meeting? Because you probably know better than me.
May 21st, 22nd.
21st,
in Galway.
22nd.
Is that true?
In the Connaught Hotel in Galway.
Yeah. And there's a voucher at the end of this. You click on the link and bring you through to a website.
I'm not doing no vouchers, Frank. I'm not doing no promos.
Yeah.
The price is the price.
If you click through the link.
Oh, you're selling the merch now.
Yeah.
See, you always have to go that extra step. You know.
I'm selling selling white t-shirts. There's nothing on the t-shirts.
You got your merch sorted and everything.
Just plain white.
I was wondering what all them cardboard boxes were over there.
I'm promoting my book as
well. So everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about your book because mine's not ready.
No,
so.
No.
I don't want any part.
I don't want
any part of promoting it.
I don't want anybody to go. It'll be fine.
Don't worry, nobody will.
Yeah, good, yeah. That's perfect then.
So that's it.
Yeah. What?